Frank, it's 3 unbeaten in the Championship, only the second time this season. Have you, when you look back at the festive period, how have you rated the team's performances?
Very nice to be unbeaten, that's for sure. Plymouth obviously very good. It was a great performance and a really strong win. Millwall, I thought we deserved to win the game, albeit a difficult game. I was pretty happy. I think I said that after the match. We'd be a bit more clinical, yeah, for sure, maybe. But and then Cardiff, it felt a bit more frustrating because of the probably circumstances of the game. We were not so good in the first half. That can happen. We addressed it in the second, and then against 10 men, we probably wanted more out of the game, but couldn't take the chances. So good to be unbeaten. We wanted a bit more, but that's what happens, and important things to think about the next one.
I mean, you look frustrated at the first half in particular at Cardiff. You put your finger on why that happened?
No, those performances can happen in this league. We see a lot of potential inconsistencies, and we've been here a short time as coaching staff, my staff, and some games you really can see progression, other games you can see things that you don't like so much. It's normal in my job, so you have to be ready for that side of it. And as I say, we corrected some things at half time, which directly actually resulted in the goal early in the game. I know it was a kick from Ollie and a sort of second ball as such that gets us a goal, not a beautiful goal, but we have to understand that we can score those goals in this league. Felt like we spent the first half playing too deep, too low, too many passes in our own third rather than further up the pitch. So those are good things for us to see and try and correct as we go.
Another goal from a winger, which because you lost with Mason Clark to some extent.
But that's been a big miss for us. You know, Efron missing Millwall and Cardiff because of the threat that he is and was in our first games. And you know, so we've had to adjust around that. We don't have Hadji right yet as well, who can obviously play off the sides to great success here before. So those are good things for us in the way that they're coming back, but in the short term we have to find ways around that as well, because at the minute, you know, Tatsu's scores and his performances have been good since I've been in. Rafa is finding his fitness and hasn't played other than coming on for 5 minutes the other day. We've got Fabio, but it's, you know, an area that we're having to work around a bit in a minute.
Yeah, because Jack Radoni's been playing on that left side, such a versatile player. He can play at the midfield and in both forward and back, can't he? Is he suited to that particular role, do you think? For me, he can play in different positions because of his level. I think he's a fantastic player and has got a high ceiling for me. Of course, when he plays on the left, maybe it doesn't open up as many opportunities. We've seen him score this season, arriving centrally in the box, play well, playing centrally. I like him there. At the moment, he's a player that sort of is having to do that job for us, and it can affect the balance of the team. And that was one of the issues at Cardiff in the first half. So we have to be creative and find ways around that. You're close to mid-table now, I guess. You've seen the squad for a while now. Is that this squad's level, do you think, or are they capable of better than that?
Well, at the moment it is, because it's where we're at and it's a reality. So there's no point in talking about what could be or should be, and it's where we are. So you know, it's a squad that's changed in the last couple of seasons. I've seen that from the outside, obviously, from reaching a playoff final. I think there's minimal players that are in the squad now that started that game, for instance. So in that slightly transitional phase, I think it's normal maybe that you look and go, well, we want to be better than where we are, but the reality is that. So we have to work. Us as coaching staff have to work, the players themselves, because it's quite a young squad in the group. And it's also good for me to start seeing them now. It's 8 games to see more as we play, because training time has been very minimal. You know, most of our games have been real tight turnaround since we've been in. So that's been challenging in the sense that you see players in games. So a game like Cardiff is like a training session in the first half where you don't like it so much and you want to correct it, but it's in game. So those are things that are happening at the minute. Our league position is a reality. We want to improve it for sure, but that will only come with work.
Talking about getting on the pitch, I notice the frost covers are on, the lamps are out. Will you be able to get on the pitch today?
Yeah, we will. We'll find a way to get there. There won't be much today because of the recovery of the players, but we'll get out there to go through some basics before the game, some detail, and it comes with this time of year. We just have to work around it as best we can.
And Norwich, they've had a bit of an up and down time, but they seem to be on a run of decent form, so it'll be a big test.
Yeah, they're a good team. You know, they're a team that have been in the Premier League recently, a few times, up and down, so can bring a different aspect to a team, but playing good football, a team, we've had a lot of possession in our game so far. This will be a different challenge for us in terms of the opposition that they are for us. We have to respect them completely. They've got threats in their team, which are quite clear to see, in terms of that they're dangerous and their style of play to have a lot of possession, so we'll have to be ready for that.
You mentioned Haji Wright. Have you got him on the grass yet?
He came out yesterday for his first sort of steps outside, some mobility work to get moving, so we're hoping he's back in the next 2 weeks or so, but it's been a fair time now, so I want to be conservative about how I say he'll be on the grass and then he's with us. He has to obviously get his fitness up, but the staff who have been doing a good job of doing what they can to keep him as fit as he can be without being out there doing the stuff he'll really need to do, so these next week or two will be really important for him.
And Ben Wilson, is he available for you yet?
No, he's not. He's still getting his fitness, and I think with a goalkeeper, I wasn't one, so it's not easy to comment, but you just know from how they have to train that injuries like this, you should be careful on the recovery with a knee and things like that. So he's still finding his way, hopefully back soon, because having not even worked with Ben so much on the pitch, you can see he's an important character in this building and a good high-level goalkeeper for us, so it would be good to have him back.
And Oliver Dobbin, back for the last 3 games, he's probably more stretched at Cardiff than the previous 2. Made a couple of important saves, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Good for him, good for his confidence. He didn't have much to do in either of the games before that, but he'd held himself well, and he's a young goalkeeper, so there's obviously work to be done and progression to be made, and I say that in a positive sense in terms of what we want from him, in terms of how he uses his feet, what kind of passes we want from him, because it will be different to maybe what he'd been asked to do before, not just here but before as he's developing. So, but he's a very, very talented young goalkeeper, and I think he's done well in his games.
And we're in the January window. How does that work for you? Have you identified areas you want to look at, or have you identified specific players that you want looked at?
Yeah, a bit of both. I mean, we want to help the squad, because I think in the Championship, particularly, January is a time where people do make moves, probably more than the Premier League. I'm guessing that a bit, but it feels that way. I've worked in this league before, and it can be the case. So yeah, we're aware of where we may want to strengthen, and if we can help the team, if the right players are there, then that can be a possibility for sure.
And famously, I think I'm right in saying this is the only club that doesn't have any loans at the moment. Is the loan market available to you?
It's available to us. Yeah, it's available to everyone. So I think we'll be hopefully measured and pinpointing in what type of deal or what type of player. And if not, we've got a group here that we'll work with.
And there's speculation about some of your players. Is that unsettling when that happens in a transfer window, when players have been linked with other clubs and with moves?
I think it's completely normal, unfortunately, because we live in this modern world. Everything is very mobile, and social media are very quick to announce everything from rumour all the way up until fact. So in a squad, in modern day squads, are 20 or so players. So some players that are playing well, there may be interest in them. Some players that are not playing so much, there will be talk about them. But that will always be the case this time of year. My thing is, our players are our players. We have to keep working, and particularly for me as well, coming in here, I'm still learning about some players. Some players have not started for us yet. So that process is ongoing for us. So I want to work with the ones we've got. So in that case, we're happy with that. Can we add to it? We'll see. But they're our players.
I mean, the big speculations are centred around Milan and Galatasaray. Is there anything in that?
I haven't heard that one actually. That's fresh news to me. He's certainly our player, and a very good player.
How was the Christmas period for you? How did you feel it went over the festive period?
It was busy, but my family was over here for Christmas, and we had a good few days, and obviously a lot of games and a busy period, but I enjoyed it. My first time playing on Boxing Day and all that, so I enjoyed playing, and a lot of games. I enjoyed playing those games.
So do you not have boxing games and day games where you've played before then?
No, never. I'm used to watching them. So for me it was nice to play, and as I said, I'm used to growing up watching the Boxing Day in England, and now playing in it was a good experience.
Now, the last couple of games, they've been frustrating in a way, but you are unbeaten in 3 now, so you feel the team's moving in the right direction?
Yeah, I think in general we're moving in the right direction. Yeah, as you said, I think especially first half against Cardiff were not good enough, and yeah, we know that, and we changed it in the half time, and yeah, we were frustrated after the game that we didn't get the win. But as you said, unbeaten 3 games in a row is, and having 2 clean sheets as well in those 3 games, I think it's a good sign, and I think generally we're moving in the right direction.
And how's it been with the new coaching staff? Is that all settling down nicely?
Yeah, I think I enjoyed them coming in and working with them, and I think there's a good clarity of what we want and what we don't want, and yeah, for me it's been nice to get to work with them and learn new things. So yeah, I enjoyed it so far.
And having as a gaffer someone who has such a great career in midfield, is that exciting for you?
Yeah, of course, we all know what he did as a player. So for me to, yeah, personally, I want to add more goals to my game, and yeah, I think he certainly how to do that when he played. So hopefully that's something that I can add to my game, and yeah, maybe learn a thing or two.
And how do you feel your game's coming on? Because when you first arrived, you sort of hit the ground running. After that, a little bit in and out of the team. But how do you feel you're coming on?
I think I'm personally. I think I'm improving. I think yeah, having played quite a lot of minutes, and I think I feel comfortable at the team at the moment, and yeah, just want to help the team the way I know I can, and yeah, like I said, I want to add more goals and more assists to my game, and I think the first thing you do is getting in the box, and I think I've been doing that in the recent games, and I think then I know the goals will come, and yeah, that's what I'm working on now to put the chances in, and but I think the first step is to make sure that you're up and around the box when we get the chance to score, and that's what I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah, is goals then the main priority? Because we know you've got a shot. You're capable of hitting the ball, aren't you?
Yeah, I think yeah, during my career I've always scored quite a few goals outside the box, but yeah, right now I'm focusing in getting in the box and maybe add more goals from inside the box, because yeah, like you said, I know I can score goals from outside the box, but yeah, I also want to see if I can add more goals to my game from inside the box.
You've taken the last 2 penalties, scored one under quite a lot of pressure, and then the second one was saved. Are you still on penalty taking duties?
I don't know. I mean, like Haji was taking them before me, and he's been already injured, and yeah, then I've taken the last 2, and yeah, I feel quite comfortable and calm in those situations, will I say, and yeah, I will gladly step up and take the next one.
Is that decided before the game, or is it decided on the moment? Or?
I think yeah, normally it's decided before the game, and yeah, then it's also about confidence, and I feel like I always have the confidence, and I know I have the ability to take a penalty, and then yeah, normally I feel quite calm and quite confident in those situations.
And Norwich next, lost to them at home. Do you feel you owe them one?
Yeah, I feel like we want to put in a good performance, and want to give ourselves the best opportunity to win, and yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game away from home against a good side, but yeah, in this league I feel like every game is tough, and yeah, we want to go there and put in a really good performance, and yeah, give ourselves the best chances to win the game.
And your previous manager is just back in football now with Stoke. They come to the arena in March. You looking forward to seeing him then?
Yeah, I do, but yeah, I feel for me it's far ahead in the future, but yeah, good for him. He's back in football. Yeah, and yeah, it's going to be a good game, but still quite a few games before that, and now we take on Cardiff tomorrow.
Yeah, Norwich. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
If you can get a result there, it'll be 4 unbeaten. That'll be the first time this season in the Championship, so that's something to aim for, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. We go there to win the game, and if we manage that, we have four games unbeaten, and I think in this league that's what it's all about. It's about putting in performance and pick up the results and pick up the points. So yeah, that's our aim for tomorrow, is to go to Norwich and win a football game.